let's jump into this first battle here with Mr. Kholek, the Sun Eater. The Sun Eater, not any Sun Eater. We're going to be up against a lot of Varg here. And I'm just going to have to rush the living trash out of him. So I'm going to get my different groups set aside, put Kholek in the middle of the Shaggoths. I like the cavalry kind of being amidst the Shaggoths because they can kind of help tank a little bit of the damage for Kholek. Leave it to me to be using heavily meat shield dependent tactics. Put some chaos spawn right in the middle of these guys. There we go. Got some groups for easy movement. We're going to want to rush the Varg straight way and begin the annihilation. We'll have to watch out for Marauder Horsemen in terms of our Feral Manticore, but the most part of this enemy army here in the center is just going to be Chaos Trolls, the unarmored variety, their lord, and the Trolls die horrifically fast to my Shaggoths. Alright, let's get these guys back here just a bit. Group 1, hold off. Let's let my infantry stay out front. Okay, now we can come back forward, come back forward. Trying to make it to the top of this hill as quickly as I can here. Okay, one attack, or yeah, group 3, group 1, attack the Lord. Group 2, let's swing around here with these guys and not waste any time elsewhere. Let's get group 2 right into the back of this mess and see if we can cause some terror immediately. Helm of Discord, Filth Mace. So we should be able to drive out all these guys pretty much immediately. There we go. Let's get group 3. Oh, my chariots. Let's get my sorcerer back up into the air where he's safe. And yeah, there he goes. Yeah, there is a heck of a lot of chaos chariots inbound, but as long as I keep my guys, I think, bunched up properly here, there's not a whole lot that the enemy can do here. Let's charge this cavalry dude. Should be able to almost one-shot him with my manticores. Let's keep getting rid of trolls. There should be more enemy reinforcements probably coming in from somewhere. We got a lot of work left to do, and the Marauder Horsemen are going to be a problem. Let's start some mystifying miasma, and then let's also do some other spells to just try and damage these horsemen up as best we can. Let's get some pendulum out here. Should be regaining our winds of magic very, very quickly. Just want to do as much damage to the enemy horsemen as we can. We're about to get another miasma up, so let's drop that. Let's go back and save our infantry. Our Shaggoth Corps Knights here is just absolutely crushing everything. I don't know if we can catch the Marauder Horsemen with our flyers, so I'm not going to attempt it because I don't want to get, just get the chase going and get my guys wrecked by... Actually, here's an opportunity because the Marauder Horsemen engaged me. Should be able to quickly knock out these Marauder horses. Gonna take out all the chariots. And then let's just get our guys up into the woods over here. Minimize the damage from the Marauder horse. I'm going to lose a few units here and there, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. Like I said, the forest will pretty much cease any damage that I'm going to take. Let's go kill this enemy lord real quick. Yeah, there's reinforcements coming in from back here, so moving my guys up into the woods will make sense. So Kholek's going to come over here and throttle this regrouped enemy lord real quick. Use all his abilities. There we go. We got a really good hit on him. He's down to 1 hit point. So he's done. Let's kill those trolls real quick and then run for the woods. The rest of my guys are attempting to run to the woods, but we've been engaged from behind by more trolls. There's a heck of a lot of enemy marauder horse. Let's get up here. Let's get group 2 back into action. My magic is all charged up and ready to go. Come on, hit him with the miasma. Hit the arcane conduit again. There we go. Get some damage done there. Okay, let's bring group 3 back over here. So we're almost fully up in the woods. Let's get our Kholek group. I lost my Chaos Knights, but that's okay. Let's go help put an end to some of these chariots that are charging up here. Let's keep my wizards away from their marauder horse. The Shaggoths can take a bit of a beating from the marauder horse, but the Feral Manticore would be much more exposed to such things. I'm going to kind of bring the attack down the hill here. We got rid of these marauder horsemen back here. At least they're wavering. So I'd say that was successful. Let's swing our Manticore around and see what we can do. I see an opportunity right here to get rid of some chariots. Let's help them do so. This infantry take longer. Quick charge from my Manticore should get rid of the chariots. Let's keep group 3 focused. So this was a big fight in which it said that my forces wouldn't stand a chance. Let's see if that's the truth now. It's basically just a ton of marauder horsemen and then a few incoming reinforcements, so I think I'm going to put my infantry back in the woods as a target, and then let's use my leadership corps here to smash the incoming troll reinforcements. So the sooner we get rid of all the trolls and stuff, the marauder horses will give way. Let's get back here with group 2. Should have enough for another miasma here. We're going to take an immense amount of damage from all the let's blob these guys up. And like I said, I'm going to keep just pushing this main group to kill all the trolls. The sooner we break the leadership of this army overall, the sooner we get rid of the marauder horse. And there we go. So you can see I'm almost ignoring the marauder horse because they're a waste of the chase, and smashing everything else so that the tide of power turns against my enemies there, and it worked out. Yeah, the Varg, I mean, there's times when maybe they could get to the point where they could overwhelm you with numbers, but I don't think they're going to have good chances because they don't have anything that's strong enough to stand up. Like, so all their chariots can do a ton of work versus infantry, but when they come up against Shaggoths and monsters like that, the chariots' productivity falls off very, very quickly. Alright, the beastmen were destroyed. Can't say that makes me sad. Pendant of Slaanesh. Wow. 58 melee attack and 24% speed. Character or follower of my choosing. That's pretty cool. We'll see what we can do with that then. So we were camped out here, and we still are trying to get some replenishment done. Karl Franz could attack me here, but he would be ill-advised to do so. I'm going to go ahead and start merging units. and that'll be good for the merge. We got some decent replenishment off of those guys as we finished up the battle. Spoilers app, Pit of Shades, Penumbral Pendulum, and I've upgraded just about everything on this guy that even makes sense. Scouting, magic item drop chance. Yeah, let's just keep working on that one. Okay. So yeah, this army will be all set to go here. Did I have a Chaos Knights with lances that I didn't control in that last battle? Or did I? No, maybe I got it recruited just this turn. I don't know. I don't remember seeing it on the screen. But then again, me missing something? Yeah. We all know how very, very likely such scenarios. Now, this is a scary scenario. We got this Kin Lord dude coming up on me, and that concerns me. Let's see what his movement range is fairly limited, so here's what we need to do. Our movement range is fairly limited as well, but if we get back into this spot, he can't reach us. Not even in Force March can he reach us, which he couldn't attack us in Force March anyway. So let's head into the camp, and what we should be able to do is merge up units. So yeah, let's get rid of these tiny units. So there we go. We're going to merge up infantry. The Chosen with great weapons. I don't think they're worth... I'll keep a couple of units here just in case we just in case we do get attacked. Apologize there. But I'm going to go ahead and start recruiting up some new units so we can get Chosen with great weapons very quickly. And they will be very effective against dwarves. And I wish I could get some Forsaken to run down his guys on the flanks, but not an option at the moment. So I've got the Chosen with great weapons. And I don't think any of these units are any faster than the others. I may just get some aspiring champions because they're great filler here. I'm not going to merge the knights. I'm going to try and heal the knights because I can't recruit anything different. But as long as I get a good sturdy line of infantry here, it should put us in a good spot. We can put Archaon on Dorgar here, which is going to give him an awesome steed. So that'll totally be worth it. Flamestorm could be fun. We got Power Drain. We definitely want to drop the miscast chance, so let's start there. And then we'll go with Flamestorm and some of the other stuff. So I think Archaon will be out of danger at this point. Still no casting. I'd love to get like a Power Stone or something from Archaon. That'd be absolutely awesome. We got that Horde Growth, Research Rate. I'm not worried about Research Rate. Rampager's Banner of Rage. Just trying to see if we could put that Slaanesh thing on any of these guys. No, can't put it there. Maybe it's just in Kholek's army. It may have just been Kholek's army where they picked it up there and it automatically went to him. Let me see. Hit the details here. Yeah, it's not showing up in there. But I also know that they get like different banners and stuff whenever we hit the army. I don't know exactly where to see them at the moment, but we'll check it out. Anyway, Kholek probably needs to do some recruitment as well. I'm missing a halberd, a Forsaken. I think we need another knight. So a halberd, Forsaken. It probably wouldn't hurt to get another knight with lance. So let's do that. And end a turn. I think things are going really well, honestly. I would like to have more loot, but whoa, wait a minute. How did this guy get to me? I guess he went underground. His underground movement got him to me. That's the only explanation I can think of. We certainly don't want to fight him right now. So let's decline the attack. I don't think he can attack us, and that will allow us to finish our recruitment. That Dwarf Lord got way closer to me than I thought he'd be able to, but I guess I didn't account for that movement potentially switching over to underground, allowing him to go under the mountain. So here, Kholek's army is just waiting on one knight. And then over here, wow, there's a whole nother army of dwarves right here too from Ungram, who's like already completely reset himself.
Never.
So we are about to get all kinds of surrounded in this case. So the enemy is going to attack me on the next turn.
Is unthinkable.
The gyrocopters are a problem. I have no answer to them whatsoever, because I have nothing that can go in the air. So they're going to drop bombs all over me. Fortunately, though, chosen with great weapons should cause a pretty stiff amount of damage to the dwarf infantry here. I don't really see any of their infantry that's going to be particularly capable. What scares me is like all of these skirmishers and cannons and stuff like that. They're going to have to be dealt with. And they can. I've got mobile units to do it if I'm able to hide them properly. The problem is that this dwarf right here might be able to get in behind me and really pile on. So, but I do think I want to wait to attack, because getting a hold of these last couple of, I don't think it'll happen, but if I were to get lucky and get a hold of these last couple of guys here, that could be really helpful. So Archaon's going to be in a very tough position, and there's not much that he can do about it right now. He's kind of trapped. He's going to have to fight his way out. As soon as I get done with the recruitment here, I'm going to head over to Aberheim. So let's go ahead and end the turn, because something's going to happen here on this turn in. It looks like our agent finally got where we needed him to go. Then we'll go hit Wertbad and Aberheim to try and pick up some loot. The attack begins. So we've got quite a few damaged units, but it's just going to be Grombrindle and Braun the Kinlord. So we do have the chariots. The chariots can do extensive damage to the dwarves. I'm trying to think where to put this melee defense thing. I got pretty good melee defense on all my chosen. Let's maybe put it on our exalted dude, because we need him to last the longest. Alright, so we're going to defend. Let's fight this. Good news is we're defending, so hopefully I can get my cavalry out and around an enemy flank to get a hold of all the skirmishers and other stuff, and then otherwise we're going to force the dwarves to hit me in a corner camp. So we're going to give the dwarves some of their own campy medicine. So this seems like as good a spot as any, I think. Reinforcements come from back there. We do have Fireball I could shoot up at the gyrocopters, but I don't think that's going to do any good. I think I'd be better off to just support my infantry. Okay, so everybody back here, except the cavalry. We're going to leave our cavalry out. I'm going to leave it just on the back side of this hill here, so that the cannons and stuff can't hit it. But man, we are going to be at the absolute mercy of those gyrocopters. And it's not going to be pretty. So we're going to start the deployment. At least this will give us plenty of time to drum up the winds of magic. Let's think about our front line here. Get all my chosen with great weapons. Put the Forsaken right behind the main line. Put some halberds over there on the flank just to buff that up a little. Some Chaos Warriors maybe up front to tank out a little bit of missile fire, because they've got armor and shields. And then Archaon and his exalted hero. Okay, so we've got to get to the dwarven artillery. I'm going to swing wide over here real quick and split the attention of the dwarves. If I can get around back behind to this bolt thrower. If we could catch that runesmith, that'd be beautiful as well. I think there's other artillery for the dwarves that's still moving back around the hill. Yes, there's the cannon. I'm going to actually send my chariot straight at the cannon. And I'm actually going to be kind of careful here because of that. Being sideswiped by those cannons right here is definitely not what I want. But I don't think the cannons are near as likely to hit my chariots. Crap, I got something here. I didn't move back here. What is it? Chosen. Chosen also have shields, so let's use them as... Holy crap, they can shoot right over the top of that hill. Dump. It's not what I want. Hate these freaking cannons. The dwarf cannons already got 12 kills, and that's cavalry kills, so those are absolutely critical to me. We could pull back out of his range, maybe, quicker than anything else, because he's still just straight off focused. I can't get my cavalry killed. It's got to stay alive, so I'm going to try and use my chariots to do some of the work against the... Holy crap. It's got a freaking thunderer lined up on us. It's going to do immense damage to me if I let it. Oh, this is bad. Gyrocopters are just going to line up, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Okay, let's split up the horsemen a little. We got to get in here and get the damage done. We're getting a lot of fire from... Oh my gosh! This group back here is definitely our concern. So much artillery fire from the dwarves. Let's pull the Chosen back and try and use a shielded unit to absorb some of this fire. I'm hesitant to use my magic to try and get rid of these guys because I just can't afford it. It's not good. We're going to take a ton of damage there. Get to the bolt thrower. Let's get to the cannons. These cannons back here are probably going to manage to completely kill me. All I need is a few hits here under an absolutely withering barrage. Do my best to just keep plowing on forward. Those thunders will probably defeat my cavalry. The AI gives a huge boost. Yeah, they just completely destroyed one of my chariots over there. The other one's gonna rout. This is probably a suicide mission of sorts, but I cannot allow that artillery to survive. These gyrocopters are just absolutely wreaking havoc on me, and there's 100% zero I can do about it at the moment. And they keep kind of positioning behind me, so this is a problem. Fortunately, my infantry does massively outmatch. I'm trying to disrupt as much of the dwarf artillery as I can here, but it's not going well. Come on, move, chariots! They're getting stuck on the actual artillery pieces. Move! Nope, then I just took a point-blank hit with my artillery and it's going to rout, but fortunately I think we will get there alive with the cavalry. It's absolutely critical. Okay, Archaon. Let's get the Flaming Sword of Ruin. We're going to take an immense beating from the gyrocopters here. The point of grave concern. All we can do is just try to beat down all the dwarf infantry here. Yeah, those thunders back there are an extreme problem. We're going to have to go attack him with Archaon. Yeah, our infantry's already absolutely falling apart. Archaon's going to get his crap kicked here, and there's very little I can do about it. Our infantry's getting absolutely shreked. The gyrocopters are just ruining me. I should have kept the chariots to work on the dwarf infantry and skirmishers and tried to just get my cavalry and other stuff back here. Let's get my dragon ogres away from this stuff. Okay, I think we got rid of their artillery sufficiently. I may have to rebuild Archaon's army from scratch, unfortunately. He's probably going to lose here. There's not a lot I can do about it. The Thunderers are trying to fall back and continue to shoot me. I'm going to chase them. Come on, you're on horses. You can avoid dwarfs. Someone tell me how, like, a dwarf lord is keeping up with my guy on a horse? Seriously, what's going on here? Do you see that? It's like it was slowing me down to let him catch up. Wow, we are going to get absolutely crapped on right here. Can't keep my dragon ogres ahead. Really? Their cannon came back after taking that kind of savaging? Of course it did. So we've got no real prayer of survival here. I'm going to drop a flaming head over here just to see if I can get lucky, maybe get a good trajectory and do as much damage to the... No, turned right around as soon as it hit the dwarves. Freaking... That was an overcast, too. Overcast supposed to make... Look, it's going to come right back towards me. Vortexes are still just absolutely useless. There's like a couple of them that have value, and then the rest of them are just absolute garbage. Okay, let's bring what few troops I have left back over here to help out. Not much I can do about this. Just gonna get defeated here. Grombrindle has a fireball ring, apparently. I don't even know if I can get my dragon ogre over here in time to... It's kind of annoying that Archaon's not unbreakable. He's only gotten 28 kills too, which is quite honestly somewhat pathetic. Yeah, Archaon's army is going to definitely fall apart here at the hands of the dwarves, despite having gotten all of our chosen. With no answer to the gyrocopters, it leaves us in a terrible position. We're going to be chased by slayers here as well, which will honestly do pretty good against dragon ogres, because of the dragon ogre's lack of armor. Yeah, Archaon routed before the Exalted Hero. Whatever. Alright, let's get this one over with so I can rebuild his army and get some dwarf revenge. Fortunately in this game, legendary lords don't die, they're just wounded in action. I did lose a pretty good Exalted Hero though, which is a bit frustrating, but everything else can be pretty easily rebuilt. So as long as Kholek isn't in any mortal danger, which I can't see how he would be, we'll be fine. I should have put that immune to psychology on. Well, no, the dwarves don't have a ton of psychology stuff they can use against you, but... Now, the dwarves did just kind of run off stupid there, which is interesting. If I can move far enough away from that one stack and get into a camp, I might be able to retrain a bunch of infantry again and put up a second stand for Archaon. Win the following battle, the Slayer of Kings. Gives him melee attack, recruitment. It'd be better if it gave you an upkeep drop. Yeah, that's where that battle's at. So let's maybe start moving this guy back down towards Kholek's position. And then let's see whether or not... Yeah, this army can't move to me in one turn. It looks like it moved past me. Almost like they're consolidating to the Silver Road. And if the dwarves make that mistake, then Archaon's going to be able to replenish right in front of their face. Like I said, the biggest problem I have right now is that I have no answer to their gyrocopters. And we took a lot of damage to our horde buildings, which, dang it, it means I can't... well, I can recruit, actually, surprisingly. I'm surprised it lets me do any recruiting. So we can get 5 more units on this turn. And I don't really have anything better to do than to get the Chosen with halberds. How far away are we from 1 turn to a surplus point? We've only got 1 population surplus, so crap. We really need to get some chariots available to us, because we're going to need a lot of chariots to really threaten the dwarves, especially considering their numbers of artilleries. So we need 4 population surplus to get to that. We may have lost some population surplus as a result of losing the battle. I don't know exactly how that works. Anyway, Archaon survives. I will attempt to keep him alive, though I don't know that there's any guarantee that that's going to happen. But pretty happy that he pressed that far into dwarf territory. We've got some more research we can keep trying to finish. I'm going to try and unlock the achievement by getting enough of that research done. We're running low on funds. Actually, Kholek needs to spend his time drumming up as much funds as possible, and I see some rich loot from the vampires and the Empire here, so we'll go get some loot and then work our way over to the dwarves because they're probably sitting on the most loot. But we definitely need to start pulling in some loot. We've been sitting around not getting enough loot the last couple turns. Stuff like this is kind of irritating. It's giving the Empire really, really good chances here, which they don't have. They would get absolutely shreked in this battle, and I'll have to save it for next time because I'm going to have to manually fight it to keep it from screwing me over on the auto-resolve. So I'm going to continue the siege there. So we'll drop Wertbad on the next episode, and we should get some decent loot from it. Then we'll drop Averheim, Moot, Oberstyre, Tempelhof, and eventually we'll move over to join with Archaon, who's actually did get a chance to start rebuilding his army. And like I said, the dwarves are going to... they're going to struggle to engage me here, I think. If I can stay a step ahead of them and recruit some more units. These aren't the ideal units for this type of thing. These guys wouldn't get hit that hard by cannons, I don't think. These might be good cannon chasers. Let's get a few of them and then just a couple of more chosen with great weapons. Or maybe just a couple of regular chosen because of the shields and stuff. It'll be up to 20. Let's kick this dude because we're recruiting some more and get one more chosen. There we go. That's all we can do on this turn. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next episode. HeirofCarthage signing out for now.